Start the day. It was very, very light winds, which is great, and all in all, was a solid time to go and run. So now we got sun out. We were all expecting rain by this point, or if you looked at the weather at 10 o'clock, you thought we were going to get hammered about 10:30, and it never came. So it's the way it goes sometimes. Certainly. We just don't have the speed. The consistency was great. Losing 4 or 5 tenths of a mile an hour over 4 laps is nothing. But when you're 2 miles an hour down, when your opening lap's only a 31.2 or 1 or whatever it was, it's just simply not good enough.
Graham, you've been very vocal about trying to find speed and qualifying this year, and it's been frustrating to say the least. When you look at what you guys can do maybe today or tomorrow, how much confidence do you have that you guys will have the speed to be where you need to be?
Well, I think the race car is a very different thing. I think our race car will be all right. But obviously when you're starting, in row 9 or 10, you just made your life very, very hard. And so we definitely don't want to do that. But unfortunately, it may be what we're headed for. I certainly still take a positive outlook of maybe we can go back out and find half a mile an hour. And if you look at the board, half mile an hour is not going to get us in the top 12 or anything, but half mile an hour can get us in the range of Malukas and maybe a handful of positions. So we'll see how it all shakes out in an hour or two.
Graham, we know you've got the talent. There's no doubt about that. When it comes to the ability to win the race on Sunday, what's it come down to? Something you've been chasing for years. You've talked about it over and over and over again. What do you have to do on race day to be where you need to be to win?
Well, I think I've found, over the years, you've got to be very good, very consistent, but you got to be lucky here too. And last year obviously it bit us, a little mistake. The year before, the little unlucky with the yellow coming out because it didn't appear that Takuma or Scotty were going to make it. Scott said he was touch and go whether he was going to make it on fuel, and he pitted a lap after Takuma that year. So to me, just a little bit of luck, some good bounces, and smart driving, smart pit stops, good pit stops, and we'll be just fine.
Graham, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks.
One last quickie. When you're looking for speed here and other people have it on the straightaway and you don't, what's the first thing that comes to mind that it could be like?
I don't know, Tim. It's frustrating. I knew right away on my first lap I was going into turn 3 and it didn't pull all of 6th gear, and I knew 6th gear is right about 240, which for us to do a 32 lap or so is where we need to be, and it didn't do it. So I knew right away that we didn't have the pace, unfortunately. So, man, I don't know. It's been years of this. Trying our best, and we'll see what happens.
Appreciate it.